long day. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm sound like an old man. Just like the way that I portray myself with certain things, like, oh, today was a long day or something like that. Anyways, welcome back. Hopefully everybody had a great, fantastic weekend. Well, actually today is Wednesday. Never mind. I completely forgot that today was Wednesday for some reason. But yeah, welcome back. Hopefully everybody had a great, fantastic day, and yeah. Once again, my name is Redwin. I stream 4 days a week, Tuesdays to Fridays from 11 PM to 1 AM Pacific Standard Time. I'm aware that I'm streaming later than the time that I set myself. So yeah.
Heat levels increasing.
I don't really have much of an explanation per se for that. Besides, like I guess I can probably say I'm unmotivated to stream at times, which it happens. I think I have mentioned it before, like, oh, sometimes it feels like a burnout, like, of content creation, or like streaming wise. And realistically, it's like a matter of time, like just trying to build up something that looks fun, something that looks interesting, or something around those lines. And yeah. Anyways, sorry for the little rant, but feel free to subscribe if you are interested on my content. If not, that's really cool. I feel like there was something else I need to say. I'm drawing blank for some reason. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a great, fantastic day. If not a beautiful day, yesterday. I believe tomorrow I should be going back to work, so it should be fun. Back to pushing cards. Pun intended. That's many pun. Don't take that serious. But I mean, it's technically accurate because I do work pushing cards, so that's fun. Anyways, season 6 on the Rockies been released right now.
Stay out of its way.
What the hell is that?
Analysis shows it's a remnant abyssal. Locals call it the Worm, non-hostile and impervious to weaponry. However, I advise keeping your distance.
Good to know.
Dude, I want to fight it. My sounds silly, but I want to fight it. Wait, how close is the worm?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Pathfinder, the salvage ahead attracted scavengers.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited for season 6. I'm still technically on season 2, but like so far I'm enjoying it. And it's a really, really good show. Like, I don't know if I have mentioned this before, but like, I'm a sucker for the cop shows. Even as a child, I used to watch it a lot. So yeah, I'm a little excited. I believe season 7 is supposed to be in production, if I'm mistaken, or is it going to be like worked on at some point? Because that'll be a fun experience to watch.
That worm really is something.
Bro, that is such a fascinating thing to see up close. I wish I was a little bit closer to see it properly. Because holy cow, that looks nice. Wait, have we been here before? Pretty sure I have. Oh, yes. Minerals inside the wall. That's fun.
Life support is stable.
Scan for information. Sorry. Like I have the, I want to say like, I believe it was season 5. Because I mean, it's essentially spoiling myself with the show. But I believe it was season 5, where they used to release I want to call it like a small portion of a song. And I think it was called like Daddy Cop or something like that. And it was really, really catchy. I really like.
More water than I was expecting.
It's really, really catchy. And on season 6, they brought it up again with more, I want to say emphasizing on the song, which sounds way better, more enjoyable in my opinion. Oh.
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant Builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder. I thought you were someone I could trust. I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
You were hoarding water, threatening the survival of every person on this planet.
Self-defense, you, Vesagara, who threatened her, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
That's awful. You have my sympathy.
I've no use for sympathy. You can keep it. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Eladin is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Eladin remains mine.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
It's a little bit of a difficult situation here. Well, I wouldn't say it's like it's extremely black and white. Because if you want to put it a certain way, helping or pretending that or one interfering with her whole business is actually convenient. Because you get something out of it. But if you don't get nothing out of it. And essentially you'll be working with a Krogan. I mean, you'll be working with a Krogan either way. But the water is actually more beneficial. That way things can go in a different way. And maybe Anea can help and I'm just speculating on this with the Krogan, and if things go well, it might be more beneficial. This is probably going to be a bad decision, in my opinion. Or maybe it's going to be good, depending how the outcome is going to be. But
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you. I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe.
I don't know how contractive that is, like how the repercussion is going to be, because like I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. Because at the moment I was like, yeah, I'm not going to interfere, but you just kind of give that look like, what? And plus, if you want to put it in a certain way, after reshaping the planet, it might be a little bit more convenient. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I can just fast travel now that I think about it. So I just realized that. I mean, I don't think it's that black and white situation, but because I mean, technically you gain something out of it. It feels like a fair deal, and you essentially gain more out of it because you're essentially getting resources out of it, if that makes sense.
You haven't said anything to anyone, I hope. Don't forget to check the office if you haven't already. Left something in there for you.
You hinted at your story when we last talked. Your brother, the lake. I'd like to know more.
Feels like so long ago. We were just exploring, looking for places, scrap minerals, anything. Asgard provoked a pod of remnant, and we figured they had to be guarding something. That's how we found the lake. It allowed us to make Eladon our refuge.
And then the Nexus Exiles came along.
Asgard felt sorry for them. They were so far from home. Most were fine, but one man wanted to know where the water was. He captured Asgard, forced him to tell, then killed him. I avenged my brother, but I learned I couldn't trust outsiders.
What that exile did was terrible. I don't blame you for not trusting us.
But now I've found one of your kind who is trustworthy. As they say, the sunrise begins with a sliver of light.
I'll look around.
Proceeds all the Krogan about the water supply. That'd be hilarious, dude. Is this our office? Container. Hey. Hey. I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna deconstruct it because, like, the snipers are cool. I love the snipers, don't take me wrong, but that sniper just doesn't really appeal to me. Yeah, I haven't done you guys' mission yet.
Move along. No outsiders. He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor. Think I'm a traitor too? Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help. Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in. But Drac, didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here. Good.
Okay, cool.
Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough to just stroll in here.
Wonder how long he'd last in a real fight.
Saw the worm bust straight through an old ship? Not a scratch on it.
Some think it's invincible. Soft, squishy human like you should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
Do I have to worry about it attacking?
As far as we can tell, it doesn't care about us, one way or the other. But stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
I wonder if that's like a Dune reference by any chance. Because, I mean, I feel like lately there has been a lot of content that has been like a Dune base.
The terminal with Dr. O'Keefe's data was right next to the scrubbed ones. Don't worry, Dr. Gunnar. I'll track it down.
Some sort of degree?
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keefe? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No. Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keefe like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keefe was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The Junker was aggressive.
Cool. Let's see. Yes, real genius Baron jerky. Just like your battle master used to make it. It's a kind of jerky you can put between your lips and gum during a fight, and the smell of blood mixes with the taste of salt and sends you into blood rage. That much faster. We'll be taking offers all week, serious inquiry only. Get a weapon that uses special parts and isn't worth paying for expensive repairs on? I got a custom microfabricator and several hundred years of experience getting all guns firing again. Maybe you need a chemical spine augmentation on the stock, or maybe an international risking of your barrel can help your firearm stop pulling on the right and give you the accuracy you remember. My microfabricator uses polymer printing to form interlocks, bricks that can be adapted to any shape. Might not be pretty, but will get you shooting again. Bring your old guns and something to offer. I had this before we went to cryo, and I can't stop thinking about them. Pretty sure I got the name right. They're either Asari or human, and they don't taste like mush at first. Just kind of sweet, but then they burn the back of your mouth after you swallow. I need more. I wrote down the recipe, but there is some stuff I can get in here. Ginger, I guess it's a plant. Nutmeg, not a nut, also plant. Cloves, part of a hoof mammal. Cinnamon, I have no idea what this is, but might be spelling it. Mrs. Spelling, I think it's a shelled animal. I can get everything else. Offer upon delivery. Copy log issue of 4 Nax 52 plus up to 4 gingerbread cookies. Gingerbread? Bird beer? Probably pushing that word on that. Oh, there it is. Grunting. Minerals, armor. I can get reasonable armor, I think. Construct. Deconstruct. Why did I have like 4 Maverick helmets? That's something I don't really comprehend why. Yeah, I don't want this one. Everything else I can keep it. Obviously I like to leave that.
Don't talk to the customers too much. Bad for business.
How was that bad for...
Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy, talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back, even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drac.
What's that supposed to mean? I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with the genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I pick my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I should get moving.
That's not really sad.
Selling junk.
I feel bad for my Krogan brother. Pun intended, obviously.
Pathfinder, welcome.
You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child.
Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
Your business won't get far if you only sell to Krogan.
He's more concerned with proving a point than growing his clientele. Good thing he has me. Now buy something before he starts yelling again.
That's a shotgun, I believe. That's the assault rifle, the pistol. No, that's a sniper rifle. Wait, can I buy it and trade it? Do you have anything else? I guess not. I didn't knew you can deconstruct weapons. Otherwise, I would have done that a long time ago, honestly.
Hear about the Nexus wanting us back? So the squishies finally realized they're screwed out here. Well, it's gonna take a lot more than my
Hey everyone, as we continue building new structures, remember that building is like firing your shotgun into a pack of barren. Adjust your safety first. We don't want to focus on the cons, so let's have a conversation about safety. Please wear helmets while building unless you really don't want to. Don't use the welding torches for tattoos unless you're sure it's something you want on your skin forever. Quit stealing supplies. We got computers. We know you're doing it. We'll shoot you. Only add guns to things the plans say should have guns in them. Don't fire your guns into the air in celebration unless you shout that you're going to do so beforehand. Thank you. Warlord Morda told me to upgrade the turrets before I left for Apex training, so I'm going to be pouring a little fire on them to make sure you're not crying like Bolus with a boss's suit as soon as I leave. Keep your IFFS up to date. I'm going to be firing off test rounds, and I don't want my little gun friends to mistake you for a cast. Also, taking a request. Anybody want cryo ammo in this? Maybe it's incendiary? Let me know if you want to shatter your enemies or just laugh while they roll around trying to put themselves out. Also, any kills with the torrent scale count as mine for the colony standard. Imagine that you are a proud warrior fighting for your people at the height of the Ragni War, when the ancient spirits of Tuchanka awaken and spread across the galaxy. Some are changed, gaining magical powers and tied to the homeworld through the blood of Kalros herself, while others become horrible monsters. Can you conquer the beast within and save the galaxy? Join us in Krant, the raging and live-action roleplay experience for Krogan who wants to combine collaborative storytelling with light, non-lethal combat. All you need is any dice roller app, the live show omni-tool utility, dummy ammo for any guns you bring, and your own imagination. Be friends and have fun in a supportive environment. Contact posters for information to meet up times. It's like a LARP, essentially. Like a live action role playing game. The only thing that I honestly find interesting, or I guess you can probably say funny, is the dice roller aspect, which doesn't. I don't think it applies to LARP, if I'm mistaken. Because I know, like, when you play like D&D or any sort of tabletop games, you use dice, or like you can also use like digital dices. But like, I don't think a LARP uses dice as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
Were you two, you know?
We were friends. At least I thought so. One day she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladin. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
Bro is in love. I 100% will say this. Bro is in love.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
There's a salvage runner at the Paradise. She might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
I found that funny.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
I should get going.
Question about